Hello, we're Arcane Roots, and you're watching KERRANG at Reading. Well, we're kind of still in the Disney Imagineering stage of it, so we've got the meat of most of it done, but it's very different. We had a lineup change, and we got Jack in the band, and we've been playing our last EP, and that was big and shiny, and a nice kind of big shiny rock EP, and we've been playing that in festivals around the world, and we just, I think, became painfully aware that any record is really your last record, and I thought I wasn't interested in doing Wembley, magazines, limousines, stardom. Like, we're not a teen heartthrob band, and we never will be. And so the first thing I think is that it is very different record. It's very very left field. It's very, there's point number one, there's some songs without even guitar on them. Crazy. And I think my favorite part is that I learned the violin, and I managed to get the violin onto, which is probably going to be the single, and we're playing it first today. I managed to get some violin on that, which I try my best to be the modest person I can, but it sounds absolutely amazing. So you should check that out. Well, that was point one.
Yeah.
Point one.
I feel like you could have made that too.
I could have made that too, but there's so many points.
Yeah.
I got all the points.
Is one of the songs, there's in the intro section, we needed a particular rhythmic device, and the one we ended up using was a salt shaker. Salt shaker? Well, salt grinder, I should say. So full of rock salt. So you get 5 Gryffindor house points if anyone, when the album comes out, can point out the particular bit that is the salt grinder. It was perfect. It worked all right. So yeah, that would be my favourite, or one of my favourite points.
We went to Toronto to record the album. So we went to Toronto to record the album. So incredible. It was, I think it was all of our first time in Canada.
Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, just amazing. Really nice. There we go. Next point.
Yeah, it's a small album, but yeah, as in it's an album, but it's perfectly formed. They're very different songs, and the record is, there's some electronica on there, there's pianos and violins, and there's classical moments on there, but then at the same time there's also some absolutely brutal, crushing, heavy moments. It's as heavy as it is left field. We were kind of going for a big risk and determined to not make the next big rock album. We weren't interested in doing that. It was I feel like that's being done, and people aren't taking many risks, and we wanted to take a real big risk. So this is I'm not going to say how many tracks, but it's an album. It's certainly an album's length. But each one is very, very different and has very different devices within sewn into each song. But yeah, there's some drum machines. There's a ton of modular synths on there. A ton of piano. There's songs that have no guitar, but it's a very groovy record, and we made this to be something. It's very much focused around the live show, and we were very bored of just going and seeing a show. I think that is good, but I don't want to be known for being good, or we don't want to be known for being just good. And so we kind of have tried to make it where that the album also then ties in with a live show that is more like a show and more like something you would go and see, and you end up, a sensory overload to go alongside that as well. It very I think it's gonna. I'm hoping to just pull the rug under everyone's feet, and we have some idea of what the first single is going to be, and I'm super excited to just people to what when it comes out, but it's still this big, groovy, exciting rock element in it, but it's all at the same time there's so many other things that we're all super proud of.